hauling freight across the state line. Watching Archie Bargie's logo start to shine.
G'day Archie Bargie crew, hope you're having a fantastic day today and your family's happy and healthy. Let's take a look at the 1.58 update beta and the new route advisor that they've put in place, and it basically comes with an entirely new widget system. It may be a bit confusing to start with, but yeah, it's got its pros and its cons, and I'll go through them. I'll be totally honest with you what I think about it. And yeah, we'll check it all out. But before we do, let's just get a few of the things out of the way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please consider doing so. It's free and it really does help me out. Also, if you like this video at the end of it, please give me a thumbs up by pressing the like button. If not, thumbs down. Let me know what you think I did wrong and I'll try and fix it in the next one. Also, if you're interested in anything else, VTC orientated, etc., Discord, all the links are in the description, so you'll find everything you need in there. If not, ask in the comments. Alright, so this new widget system, how does it work? Well, basically all you've got to do is switch it on, and as you can see, there it is there. You've got down in the bottom left, if you look on the screen now, you've got the tacho or tachometer, you've got the fuel, you've got your indicators, and a whole heap of other things come up when you start the engine. If we just start this. Also, if you notice up the top there, you get new information, tutorial, suggestions, whatever you want to call it. But you can also now go into the widget options. And in here, you've got some really good settings and some not so good settings. And I'll explain that in a tick. First thing I really do like in the widget system is that you can set up the side mirrors, so the small mirrors that you get with the route advisor, so that they only operate when you're in exterior view, or you can have them only interior. You can have them enabled or disabled, whichever ones of those you choose. The reason I think it's so good that you can do it when you're only in exterior is because basically that's the only time I really use them. And being a creator and doing videos and live streams, my view sometimes changes from in the cockpit to exterior views so that I can show people what's going on. And that way I need the mirrors so that I can see what's behind me when I'm exterior. And that's the good thing about this. And I'll show you how it all works in a minute. And like I say, you can have both the driver side or the passenger side in exterior mode only, or one or the other. It's up to you. You can mix and match. Or you can have them hidden completely all the time. It's up to you, whichever way you want to go. And again, because it's a widget-based system, you can turn things on and off. As you can see now down here, because I've opened up the widget options, it's showing all the other things that will show up as you drive along. You've got all these indicators that will come up as you use them when you're using your wipers, your beacons, your hazard, etc., etc. This will all show up down the bottom here when that actually happens. So you can enable the tachometer or disable it. So if we disable it, you can see it's disappeared. You can enable all those indicators or disable them. And again, you can choose to have them only when you're interior or when you're exterior. Again, with most of these things, that's what I will do, is have them as exterior, because I've got all the information I need actually within the truck itself. The only thing I'm not going to change is the navigator itself, because, oh, actually I do have a navigator in this. I thought I didn't have one in this. Okay, so we'll put that on exterior again. So now that large navigator won't show up until I'm outside the vehicle. So everything is basically adjustable. The only thing I don't like about it, and like I said, I'm going to be totally honest, is it's a widget-based system, but you can't move things around. Now, with a widget-based, normally that means that you can move things around. And if you click on it and try and drag it, nothing happens. So I would prefer to move this up over to the left at the top or just in the middle here instead of having it at the base. But, again, that's one of the limits that you face with it. You can't do that. But because I'm going to only use this on exterior, it really doesn't matter at the moment. But again, I reckon that'd be a nice feature that they added to it if you could actually grab and move them. Interior infotainment, that's the actual GPS, navigator, route advisor, whatever you want to call it, that you're using. You can actually turn that on or off from within here. Of course, I'm going to leave it on because I need that. Compass setting, or compass, compass. I was looking at the compass when I said it. Company messages, that's these messages down the bottom here. When your drivers go out and do jobs, it'll tell you what's going on. You can now disable that completely. You can have that so it's only interior. You can have it so it's only exterior, or you can have it enabled all the time. So they're your choices on all these things. Again, I'm mainly going to stick with the exterior only because I've got everything I need interior-wise, so I don't really need them. Automatic parking. Now, we'll click on that so that you can see what that's telling you about that. When you reach your destination, a widget will be displayed, allowing you to skip parking. So it's basically that skip parking notification that a lot of people get come up. You can either turn it on or off. It's up to you. So whether or not you want it. Then you've got the opacity background, and I'll turn everything back on so you can see that and how it works. So with that, if I turn that up, as you can see with the tacho or tachometer and the route advisor, if you watch it, it gets darker, and then at 100% you can see there's no opacity to it. You can't see through it. But by doing this, you can see through it. I'm going to leave it at 30 because I want to be able to see through it. We'll put these back on exterior only so you can see that how that works when I get out of here. And enable company messages. We'll go only interior with that because I'm not really worried about having the company messages when I'm outside the vehicle. So again, all these things are only going to work when I'm in exterior mode. You can keep all widgets hidden completely, and that's just the widgets, not the mirrors. To hide the mirrors, you'd have to come up here and keep mirrors hidden. As you can see, everything's grayed out now. So if you want to turn everything off, you click this and this, and it turns everything off. So if you find it annoying, you can turn it all off. And that's one of the things I really do like about it, giving you the option of having it on or off, whichever one it is. So we're going to turn them back on so we can see how they work. And we're going to definitely make sure that the interior infotainment display is on. So we'll close that. And as you can see now, there's no widgets. Nothing at all because I've turned it all off for exterior only. So if we now go to rear view, as you can see now, everything's turned on. The mirrors up the top. So when I'm driving, let's say I went to roof cam and I'm driving along now, I can see if there's anything behind me, to the left or to the right. I've got my tachometer and speed and gears and everything. I've got my route advisor. So I've got all the information that I would normally have interior wise when I'm exterior. So to me, that is a definite bonus. And like I say, the other bonus is that I can turn it all off when I'm inside because I don't require it when I'm inside. Again, I'll show you. Everything's now on, and I can have one or the other turned on or off. I can have the driver's side mirror on or off. I can have the passenger side mirror on or off, just depending on what settings I want. I can turn all the widgets on or off at any time I want. And it's all just at a flick of a switch. So again, inside everything's off. Exterior wise, when I'm driving along, I've got everything at my fingertips. I've got all the information I require, so I'm not missing out on it. I don't have to try and go, oh, sugar, I've got to get inside, see what's going on. I can now just see it all outside. So that's the widgets. And like I say, to me, the bonus is that it's exterior. The only thing that I don't like about it is none of them are movable. If you could move them anywhere you wanted, so for example, if I wanted to move these to the middle, I could do that. If I wanted to move this up to the top in the middle, I could do that. You get the idea. I understand you can't move the mirrors; they're just where they are. But these items here, I feel as though if you could move them and adjust them where you wanted them on the screen, it would be a bonus. All right, so that's the widgets. Now we'll take a look at the quick info screen. And it's changed a bit. Whereas before, when you clicked on, say, information, it would come up with a small screen and then you could choose different things. But with this one, you can... Let me get it up for you. Let's jump back inside and can bring up... Whoops, wrong button. I'm getting used to everything. There it is. There's your quick information screen. It's different in as much as it now provides most of the information that you require in one click. Before, you used to come up with service and et cetera, and then you'd have to click on individual ones to find different things. But here you've got your damage, you've got your local regulations, you've got the job details. Once you've got a job, it will all come up there. And then down the bottom here, you've got more links to different things, the vehicle adjustments up the top here. And again, let's put that back on. So you'd then be able to go to service and do all your service stuff. And like I said before, when you click the info, this is all that came up. It's just this one here, but now you get all this extra information as well. You also get access to the quick view of your most important controls and what the buttons are. Now, these will all be different for you because I've programmed them to what I like. So don't pay any attention to these buttons, this information here, because it'll basically be different on yours. But at least by clicking that, you'll be able to go, oh, hang on, how do I activate my wipers? And you'll see what the button is there, and then you can go ahead and do it. So if you forget what a certain thing is, you can quickly come here. These are the most important things that we use in our trucks, and you'll be able to see what the button is that you've got to press to activate your feature that you're looking for. So, yeah, I think this is great. I think it's a lot better than the old system. A lot of people say it isn't because it's something different, and most people don't like change. It's a natural human trait, but I don't mind it, especially when it's for the better. And this seems to be for the better. So far, with all the testing that I've done, it takes a bit of getting used to because you've got muscle memory of what you used to use before. You've got to set a few different buttons differently, but again, that's your preference. So I'm not going to go through the ones that I've set because you'll probably want to do it with different buttons. But for now, like I say, this gives you access to your status. It gives you access to your photo mode, to your service, to your vehicle adjustments, and widget options all in the one place. It also shows you the main controls that you will use at any given time. So again, to me, this is a bonus. I like it. Let me know what your opinions are down in the comments, whether or not you like these systems and whether or not you'll find that you'll be using them. Mapping options. I just realized that. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so this is for your controls, keys and buttons. So it's, again, another easy access way to get to it. So again, I'll show you that. Let's go back to the truck. So if I pop in there and I need to adjust any of my controls, I can just come in here and click mapping options, and I'm straight into the controls, and I can remap any of the controls that I want. I do think that it would be a good idea that if you did that, you come back here, but it's not letting me come back. When I click mapping, if I click escape, it just brings me back to the truck. But again, not a biggie. I mean, I've just got to press one more button and I'm back here, and then I can go to controls. You can then resume back into the truck, and away you go. So everything is very intuitive. Once you play around with it a little bit and get used to where everything is, it's very intuitive, makes everything a lot easier as far as I'm concerned. Bang, I'm straight into the status, and bang, I'm straight into the widget options, and I can adjust that at any time if I want. All right, so there you go. Hopefully that explains the widgets and the different things like the quick info feature a little bit better for you in 1.58 that's coming. I think, again, they're going to probably improve even more. But again, from what I've seen, everything in those two systems, your widget system and your info features, really good. Loving it. Again, let me know what you think down in the comments. So hopefully you enjoyed that, people. If you did, give me the thumbs up. If you didn't, give me the thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe because it is free and really does help me out. And if you know anybody that might benefit from this video, please share it with them. And hopefully you did enjoy it. And that way, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.